So this weekend at DCOM, Belicious and I dressed up as a doctor and nurse, and we went around DCOM and gave people check their heart rate and had them turn their head and cough, and basically gave them a checkup. And then, our kind of response was, "I've seen this before. It's all right. We can fix this. We can fix this." And then went into I had a bag full of pornography, of porn magazines that I've been hoarding for years. And this activity had... Whoops, lost my audio there for a second, I think. So there's a twofold reason for for doing something like that. One, it's awesome to have an excuse to interact with people in a fun and silly way. And, it's always fun to have a reason to grab someone's balls and have them cough. It's amazing how rare we have the opportunity to do that in typical interactions at the grocery store, for example. So one, it was fun to have just something to do. But the main reason to do that was I have an issue with porn hoarding. You see, I was raised in a tragic, sad, pre-apocalyptic world before the internet, when porn was it was rare. It was something that I guess was mined from Africa or something like that. Actually, I don't know where it comes from, but it was something that you couldn't just get, especially when I was really young. Before I was, when I was, in my teens and stuff, even something like a Penthouse was rare, and you couldn't buy it. It was more exclusive than candy, than money, than anything. And so, if I ever got my hands on something that had naked ladies in it, usually it'd happen one of two ways: either somebody's older brother passed it down, or it was discovered, in a dirt field, or some old kids, where older kids played, or in a gutter somewhere. And so I developed a collection of them. I actually had a place, at one point I had a place in my yard where I had them buried. But these were treasure to me. And so over time, even as I gained quite a collection, and then even as I turned 18, well, actually, before that is what happened. When I turned 18, I ordered something online from a porn company. And then I started getting catalogs, a couple times a month of, little 20-page catalogs with little thumbnails of all these porn magazines or porn movies. Now here's the problem. In my brain, even a little picture of nakedness, especially like hardcore nakedness, well, that's porn. Even if it's a catalog. Even if they're coming month after month after month after month after month after month after month. So fast forward 10 years, I have crates and crates and crates of these catalogs from different companies because, I continue to order it because, well, say no more. So a couple years ago, I decide, I'm going to clean out my storage unit. I can't do it. I really struggled finding ways to get rid of these things without throwing it away. It was like throwing away gold bars. It's like it just went against all of my being. The same way, have you ever gone bungee jumping? And even though you're attached to it, even though there's no risk to you or minimal risk, it's like your body doesn't want to make that jump. That's how I felt as it was time to throw away pornography. I was like, So I went through a huge purging a while back, but I still had this stack of Penthouse and Genesis and some other magazines. And so the underlying reason for this interactive thing at DCOM was so that I could get rid of this burden, this boobie burden. So it was great. It was fun. I got to interact with people. Someone in the chat room now actually was a recipient of one of the doctor's prescriptions. So hopefully you're feeling better and that rash is going away. Anyway, I pity the poor youngsters today who just have unlimited access to extreme pornography. You will never know the joy of discovering or receiving porn. You'll also not know the burden of having to get an extra large storage unit for it.